Hey guys, this is Gabriel Roberts with Roberts Bushcraft, bringing you a review on the H31 Bandit pack by Eberlestock. Now, as many of you know from seeing the preview on this pack, I had a California trip with my church, at least our youth group. We went out to California to do a few different things. We toured some of the Bible colleges there in California. We also went and took a day and just kind of, saw the sights of California. Did a lot of driving in between both of the colleges. We really just went all over the place, and it was a really neat trip. But one of the things that we got to do was fly. So we flew out to Texas, and then flew from Texas to California. Then on the way home, flew from California to Colorado, and then from Colorado back home. So my experiences through the TSA and on flights with this pack has been very good. Even at times, I would have my jacket hanging on the outside of this pack. Of course, got the water bottle on the side, had my tripod, which I'm using right now, on the other side. And even though it was expanded out, didn't have any issues with it. So even going through the TSA checks, everything was fine. But pretty much what I want to do is just show you guys a little bit of a kit breakdown of what I was carrying. So here we are on the ground with the Eberlestock Bandit. First off, I want to show you guys one of the coolest features to this pack, in my opinion. One of the things that helped me out the most. As you can see here, you have two zippers. This zipper is for the main compartment on the inside, which is just one big bucket style kind of pouch there. And then from here up, you just have this lid section. And this was just one of the neatest things to me. I'll show you guys some of the things that I kept on the inside here. Had my earbuds. These are Jabra Elite 3s. I really enjoyed these. Bought these right before I went on the trip. They're very lightweight, and I was just looking for a good AirPod to be able to work out in, and just be able to carry along with me. And these worked out great. Ray-Bans, stay protected from the sun and look cool. Just got the aviator, green and gold combo here. Good stuff. Wallet, of course, gotta have that. Mostly use my debit card during this trip, but I wanted to have some cash on me. A little bit of hand sanitizer, always a good idea. Now this also had some Q-tips in it during the trip, but ended up using those. So I had Q-tips, dental floss things, just to stay, hygiene, stay clean. Now these are a little bit of a pain to get out here, but I just had two. I believe these are 10,000, let's see here, 4,000 milliamp a piece battery banks, so equaling up to 8,000 milliamps. Really thin. I could throw them in my pocket if I needed to, when I was going out somewhere. Really nice. And then having the short USB-C cable, I could keep this and my phone in one pocket, charging, while I'm walking around. But on the inside here, it's just a really nice organization. I've got this little pocket, got this pocket, and then the rest is just empty space to be able to hook, throw whatever you need in here. Got a little hook at the top for your keys. Actually, for me, I use that for the earbuds a lot. I would just clip those in. So while I was on the plane, I could lean the earbuds out of the side, grab them, put them in my ear, slap it back in. Really worked out well. One of the things I appreciate the most about this pack is just how smooth the zippers are. I mean, this is just a super smooth pack. Very sleek design. And it's just a super heavy duty material. Even though to be relatively lightweight, it's just really heavy duty, and I love it. Got these buckles on the side. So what I'm going to go ahead and zip this pouch back up. And we'll go ahead and open this main compartment. Now main compartment zippers go all the way from the front up here down to the very bottom, which I absolutely love. So we're just going to open this whole thing, and then we're just going to break it down piece by piece. Right up top, I wanted this near the top, so you know, if I had a small cut or something like that, needed some, you know, Tums for heartburn, anything like that, I had it right near the top. Just a little first aid kit that I put together. Vaunt spark headlamp, still going strong. Love this thing. Came in handy at nighttime during the trip. Sunscreen up top, you know, hey, I get burned easily. Now this thing, this is pretty neat. This is a speed rope that I bought right before I left for the trip. This is just a jump rope. But I've recently gotten into jump roping, or jumping rope. Really enjoy it. And it's something I have a lot of fun with. It's a fun, challenging way to work out. I really enjoy it. So I brought it along with me to do after my weight training there at the hotel. One of the things I've always heard, you know, people are like, oh, if you lose your luggage, you know, while you're on the thing, you know, you're going to be short, you won't be able to get it, that kind of thing. So I wanted to be sure to carry an extra change of clothes with me. So I've just got a t-shirt here, some shorts, and then on the side, this is where we've got underwear and socks, just to, you know, just in case. Now you'll see a lot through the video, especially up near the top of one of the hills there where we're overlooking the Golden Gate Bridge. You see me wearing this jacket a lot, along with my schmog here at the bottom. Honestly, it was very warm down, well, it wasn't really warm by the Bay Area, but it was just nice and a very comfortable temperature right there at the Golden Gate Bridge level. But then when we went up on that hill to kind of look down on the Golden Gate Bridge, it got pretty chilly. So I was really glad that I carried my jacket along with my schmog. I will say I was the only comfortable one up there on the hill. Everybody else was cold. So, you know, a win there for sure. A couple of pins brought along with me. Just kept them in the side pouch here. Now another thing I brought that I don't have in here, some of the stuff that I had in here has already been taken out and rearranged back into other kits, but I also had a hat, just the desert camo hat, 50 feet of paracord here on the side. You never know when you're going to need paracord, you know, always good to have. And probably the most used piece of this entire kit is on the outside, and that is this Ozark Trail water bottle that I bought right before we went on the trip. This thing was an absolute beast. Insulated, keeps your water cool, and yeah, it was just really good. I was gonna get the Stanley French press before I left, but I couldn't find it in our Walmart, and I didn't want to, you know, order it online and then it show up after I left, which is kind of what it was looking like it would do. So I went ahead, ran to Walmart, found this, and this worked out just fine. So really pleased with my entire kit throughout this trip. Everything worked out great. And I've got to say, guys, I know I've already said it, but this trip would not have gone as smoothly had I not had this Eberlestock Bandit pack. This thing was an absolute dream to carry, and I just loved it. I mean, it was so great. It worked perfectly as a carry-on pack, and I would definitely use it again. So another thing I wanted to do for you guys is just show you what this pack will look like on your back. Now, I do want to mention I am 6'3", around 240 pounds, a bigger guy for sure. So if it looks small on me, it might not look small on you. And when we actually do the final review of this thing, maybe sometime in the future, giving you exact dimensions and all that stuff, might help you get a better idea of what you're looking at. But anyways, this is the front view for me. Most of the time I was carrying this open, just to appear a little less, you know, a little less proactive, because you know, it's all about not looking like a threat but being a threat kind of thing. So a lot of times I had it open, But I will say, once we hit the trails, started going through the redwoods, I did close the sternum strap up just to give me more support. I did feel a lot better when I had the sternum strap closed. Helped kind of even the load out a little bit. Anyways, here's the side view. Let's scoot back a little bit so you can see that. Back view. Other side. And back to the front. I really enjoyed this pack. I think this was a really good purchase on my part. I will even say, so on the inside here, you'll see the way this is designed. I didn't really experience any back sweat or any sweat, not sweat stains, but sweat marks, I guess would be the correct terminology. You know, when you're wearing a backpack, your whole kind of center of your back would just be wet looking. I did not have any of that at all. And I was definitely sweating, but I just didn't have any of it appear on my back, which was kind of neat. And that was actually, you might be saying, hey, how did you check your back out? Using mirrors and stuff in the bathroom. I was actually checking that because that's one of the things I wanted to mention in this final kind of overview of the pack, was that I didn't experience any back sweat, even though I was sweating while wearing this pack, which I thought was really, really neat. Another thing I enjoyed were the load lifters up right here. That was cool to me because when I started loading this down a little more on some of the heavier hitting days that I knew I'd be carrying more stuff, bigger jacket, a raincoat. I was actually using my Beyond clothing for most of this trip. Days like that I knew I would need extra stuff, I added that in and tightened the load lifters up, and it all worked out perfect. So overall, I would 100% recommend this pack to someone who's looking for a great EDC bag, and or even just a good small backpack to do what I did with it, you know, on a small trip. Well guys, thank you for coming along with me today as I did a little review on the pack and just kind of hiked around. Hope you have a great day wherever you are. Make sure to drop a comment down below. As always, may the wings of liberty never lose a feather, and God bless.